What's up everyone, Prime here now. Today I'm going to be discussing what I want from Spider-Man PS4 sequel. Now, I love this game. I consider this game one of the best games of all time, to be honest. Definitely the best Spider-Man game, and to be honest, possibly the best superhero game ever, and game of all time, really. I mean, what's not to love about this game? You just play Spider-Man. It's a simple Spider-Man game. You just web swing, you just have fun. All the references to all the all the, references to Avengers like this one. I already took the screenshot, but, I assume you guys, got it from online where, he says, oh, the Avengers are somewhere, and like Daredevil, he mentioned Daredevil in this game a lot of times. I'm sure you guys get the reference, If you guys play this game, you would get the reference. Anyways, this game is phenomenal, and if you guys want to see my ranking for it, check out one of my videos. I'll leave the link to the description below. But yeah, let's get started. Anyways, this game is phenomenal, but it does have a lot of, well, not really necessarily problems, but there is a lot of things they can improve on. A lot of things they can improve on. The first thing I believe they can improve on is the suit power, because the suit power in this game is just not the best, really. If you guys play this game, the suit power, oh my, how the hell are you supposed to, they need to work out that in the sequel too, because I don't know how you have enough time to freaking carry that car, to be honest. How, Spider-Man? Why don't you have enough time? Like, you don't get nearly enough time anyways. Yeah, the suit power. Like, the suits, they don't look bad themselves, but the suit powers are just not that useful, man. Like, this suit power is complete garbage. But it's the first suit power you get, so I guess that's kind of explainable, but it increases your focus chance. But it's like, when you get later on to the game, it's like, getting focus is really not that difficult. It really isn't. Like, you can immediately, like, when you attack someone once, you immediately get suit power. Or you immediately get focus, so it's kind of useless. This one's pretty useful. I like this suit power. It just webs everyone up, so this suit power is actually really useful. This one is kind of useless. This one's kind of useless. This one's kind of bulletproof is definitely useless. Like, because there's no point in bulletproof armor for Spider-Man. If it's the Batman, then it would make sense, because Batman would need a bulletproof armor. This is one thing, and by the way, in Batman, I feel like they should do. I may make a video about it, but they should make a suit like this, like the Batman suit, like a bulletproof suit. That would be nice, but that would be a little broken, I think. Yeah, so all of these superpowers are useless except this one. This one, this one, and this one. All these other ones are just meh. I don't know. I guess this one's kind of good, and then I don't know, but to be honest, most of these superpowers are just complete garbage. So I do want them to work on the suit powers, like make a creative suit powers. Like, these suit powers are just, they're not that good, man. But I do appreciate the thought that they put into these suit powers, because these suit powers are pretty cool, though. They're not useful, but they're pretty cool. Some of them. Anyways, another thing I want from this game is they did this really good in this game, to be honest. They did really good, and I want them to expand on this more in the sequel. The ability to play as multiple characters. Not completely focused on Spider-Man. You play as other characters. They did this really good in this game. Oh, and I just died there. Yeah, but play as other characters. Like, this game, we get to play as MJ, we get to play as Miles, but that's really it. In the sequel, I would like to play as many different characters. I would like to play as I would like to play as the villains even. I would like to play as Craven. I would like to play as Dr. Octavius. I would like to play as Green Goblin. I would like to play with so many characters. Okay, that just kind of sounds wrong, so you know what? If you guys are dirty-minded, you will think that way. I know a lot of dirty-minded people. But anyways, yeah, I would like to play as different characters. Dr. Octavius, Green Goblin. Green Goblin would be nice, and the Lizard, and you get to fight as Spider-Man. Oh, that would be perfect. If you're one of these villains, that gets fight Spider-Man. Oh my god, that would make my dream. And quick side note, by the way, this is one thing I commend Insomniac for doing. They really made the webs realistic and actually stay true into making it attached to the buildings and stuff. I mean, there is still a couple of glitches here and there, but I do like the fact that they made it realistic. And this guy's up. Okay, there. Oh, they're up here. All right. Yeah, this is live, by the way. So this is live reaction to the gameplay. Anyways, yeah. So I would like to play as different characters. And also one other thing I really like to do. This is a very minor feature, but I would like to see more Black Cat in the game, not in the DLC, like actually in the game. Like we didn't even see Black Cat in the game. We saw him in the DLC, but we never saw him in the game. And I would like to improve on that. Like the Black Cat missions, like what's the point of doing them? Like if you weren't even going to see Black Cat, the only reason for doing them was the suit. But like same time, that's really it. The Black Cat missions, there's like no point in doing them. You just get the suit, and it's like I don't know. I would really love to see more Black Cat in the sequel. And I would like to see her son. That would be nice. Because apparently Black Cat has a son. You know, she has a son and she's still this beautiful. Like how does Black Cat do it? She's so beautiful. And, you know, she still has the good features. She still looks young. And she has a son. Like, oh my god. So yeah, in the sequel, I would love to see more of Black Cat. And I would really like to see, this game should be central to Spider-Man's story, obviously, but I would like to see some of the stories from other characters, like some of the other characters' story. I mean, they did that kind of with Mary Jane, but I would like to expand it to other characters besides her. You know, one thing I really like in this game is playing as Miles Morales, and you know how in Batman, right? You get to play as Robin and then Batman too. You know, I would like that for this game. You get to play as Miles and then as Batman. You could argue that their abilities would kind of be similar, but then you have to argue that with Robin and Batman. Like, and then playing as the villains. You know, I'm pretty sure in Batman games you get to play as villains. Like, I would like that for Spider-Man. You get to play as the villains. Anyways, there's a lot of things I want them to add in this game, but this game is phenomenal either way. No, I really like this game. Oh, another thing. Oh, sorry guys, I'm really focused on the fight. I don't know why, but anyways, another thing I really would like to see is more variety with the web swinging, because it's really straightforward. All you do is just, oh, this big guy is annoying, and I died. All right. Because in this game, I'm going to show you. You guys already saw it, but you just go straight with the web swinging. Like, there's no tricks or anything. I would, like, look. It's just this. The only, like, special thing is just that when you press X, it's like, you, like, go horizontally, the web goes horizontally, but that's really it. Like, the other Spider-Man games, you can just, like, do a slingshot, I think. You can like put the webs in like in the building, and then you can put it on like a tree or another building, like, and then you could just zoom past the city or something like that. Like, I want more tricks with the web swinging. Another thing I really want with this game is the fact you can manually increase web speed, because I want them to add it as a skill point, because I would spend it immediately on skill points. Or I would spend my skill points immediately on increasing web swings. Because to be honest, I like to go through this game fast. Like, I like to go through games fast. So, and it would be phenomenal for speedrunners. You know, they just increase the web thing, or the web swinging. Yeah, I definitely want them to add the web swinging to this game. No, the final point I want to make about this game, I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I want them to add more difficulty curves, because it definitely feels like this game is really easy, especially the stealth. The stealth in this game is just, I don't know, there's no point in it. Like, there really isn't. Like, you could just one-shot these opponents. You don't need stealth. This game is never meant to be about stealth. That's the thing. It works with Batman because Batman is human. He needs stealth in order to fight crimes. He's not he can't dodge bullets like Spider-Man can. He really can't. So he needs the freaking uh he needs stealth. But Spider-Man does not need stealth. That's not what Spider-Man's about. So just don't put so much emphasis on stealth, because stealth with Spider-Man is just not necessary, really. But I don't blame them for that, just because this Spider-Man he doesn't get affected by bullets like Batman does. I mean, he gets affected, but he can just dodge it, unlike Batman. So yeah, the stealth in Batman is definitely a lot better than the stealth in Spider-Man. That's for sure. Now, one last thing I think they should add, and this adds to the difficulty curve, they should make the boss battles so much more difficult than it actually is. Because the boss battles in this game is really not that difficult. Like, seriously, I hardly even remember any of the boss battles. The only boss battles I remember is really just, like, Shocker, Wilson Fizz. Like, I beat Shocker so fast in this game, man. Shocker, Dr. Octavius, I beat them so fast. And Taskmaster, like, it took me like 1 or 2 tries to beat them, but that's really because I didn't know what their skills were or what they were doing. But after I learned like how to actually fight them, they were easy. If you could see my Batman live streams, you would see that I struggle in that game. I struggle. Maybe it's because I'm not good at the controls, but that game's actually difficult. That's one thing I like about Batman better than Spider-Man. It's difficult. Batman doesn't have nearly as much broken gadgets as Spider-Man does, which is weird because Batman is really known for having really broken gadgets. But Spider-Man really has more broken gadgets than Batman does, which is really weird. And now I do love the gadgets. They do showcase how smart Spider-Man is, but it just feels like the game gets so easy with gadgets. Like, look at this. Like, look at this. My God. And look how broken. Wait. Give me the superpower. Look how broken the superpower is. Like, look at this. I was just dying a minute ago, and with this, and look at the skills. It's so broken, man. Look at this. Spider-Man just zoomed past all these guys. Like, I don't know. It's definitely a little broken, and it definitely does seem Spider-Man's a little broken in this game. Yeah, so that's my intake on this game. There's a lot more things they can improve on in this game, obviously, that I didn't mention, but I do hope they improve more on these games. And one other thing I want them to do is get more suits like the Venom suit, and there's a lot of suits they could use. So yeah, but this game is phenomenal, by the way. Despite all the things I mentioned, this game is phenomenal. I recommend 100%. Anyways, that's my intake on what they should add in the sequel of Spider-Man. This game is phenomenal, and I hope the sequel is just as good as this game, if not better. I hope it doesn't go downhill for the sequel, but I trust Insomniac. I'm sure they'll make the sequel good. Oh, one last thing I want to mention before I end off the video is the DLCs. They've been kind of lackluster. I'm not a big fan of the DLCs, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to see more of these type of videos, just leave it down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.